Hello, and welcome to Frankie Meatballs Says. We are in January of 2015, and this is our first seminar for the new year, sponsored by the Dickstein law firm. And the first seminar is a walloper. We want to talk about the Florida workers' compensation law. Now, before I get into the seminar discussion, let me remind everybody, it's very important that you seek attorney representation or an attorney consultation, because the information I'm going to provide is just a brief introduction into what Florida workers' compensation law is all about. Well, people often come to me and say, Frankie Meatballs, tell me, what is this thing called workers' compensation? In the state of Florida, if you are an employer and you have 4 or more employees, or you're in the construction industry and have at least 1 employee, you must have a workers' compensation policy in place. And that policy covers injured employees who are hurt while in the course and scope of their employment. So it's equivalent to no-fault insurance, just like in a motor vehicle accident when you have PIP insurance. Okay, let's talk about the different types of benefits you're entitled to. In a workers' compensation accident, you are entitled to 2 types of benefits if you have injuries stemming from that accident. The first type is called compensation benefits, and the second, medical benefits. Compensation benefits will entitle you to certain classifications of indemnity, including temporary total disability, if the doctor has you completely off of work, temporary partial disability, when the doctor has you on some form of modified duty, and permanent impairment benefits when the doctor has to assign some form of permanent impairment rating because your injuries are so devastating that it merits some form of percentage of impairment. Then there is something called permanent total disability benefits, and you are entitled to those type of benefits when you are unable to obtain any type of suitable employment in even a sedentary type of capacity. Sedentary meaning you can't even find a sit-down duty job, and your physical injuries are what's preventing you from getting that type of employment. Those are the classifications for compensation benefits. And essentially, when you're on a temporary total disability benefit status, you're entitled to 66 2/3 of your average earnings at a statutory cap. Temporary partial disability benefits, when you are partially disabled, entitles you to 64% of your average weekly rate of pay, again, at a statutory cap. Okay, now I want to cover medical benefits. When you get hurt on the job, it's your employer's responsibility to refer you to a doctor. Or sometimes they will contact the insurance carrier, and the insurance adjuster will send you to a doctor. And that's where the sticking point is. In this day and age, adjusters and employers get to select the doctors that you go to, which often causes a cushy relationship between the doctor and your employer and the insurance company. That is why it is so important for you to seek counseling right from the get-go and hire an attorney so that that attorney knows the system and can maneuver the quick and right angles for you to get the proper medical attention you need. Or he can at least tell you right up front what type of problems and obstacles you're going to be confronted with. But in essence, you are entitled to medical care that will treat that injury and help you recover so that you can go back to your workplace and carry out your duties. This is Frankie Meatballs from the Dickstein law firm. And I think it's very, very important that everybody who is involved in a workers' compensation injury report the injury to their employer. But oftentimes, the injured employee is afraid that they might be losing their job if they report the injury and seek medical attention. Well, I can tell you that if your employer retaliates against you because you got hurt on the job and you are seeking medical attention, you have the right to file a lawsuit against them for any type of damages, including economic wage loss and pain and suffering, psychological problems, and so forth. I think it's very important that anybody who finds themselves in this type of position seek an attorney, even for just a consultation if necessary. And they can maneuver around the system and help you get the benefits you're entitled to under the law. This is Frankie Meatballs from the Dickstein Law Firm. If you've been hurt on the job, please call FLA Hurt. That's 888-352-4878. And if you live in the South Florida Tri-County area, you can reach us at 954-893-8000. Or go on our website at www.flahurt.com. Thank you very much, and I look forward to speaking to you again at the next seminar. Frankie Meatballs signing off from the Dickstein Law Firm.